Hi everyone, hope you are doing well. So, before I start, I want to confess something. Today's episode wasn't supposed to be this. I had everything ready, mic setup, notes in place, even the vibe felt right. You know that feeling when you are just in the zone? Yes, that was me. And then one of my students called. I thought it would be a quick 5-minute thing, but it turned into this long, deep conversation about exams, motivation, burnout, and just life. And after I hung up, I sat there thinking, wait, I have never really talked about this side of me here, have I? My mentor part. So, yes, the already planned episode is on pause because this feels more real. Today, I would like to share about my journey as a mentor. So, welcome everyone to yet another episode of Tales, Thoughts, and Truths. This is Abhiram Ravikumar. I started teaching when I was 16, just helping kids in my neighborhood. I didn't even think of it as teaching, it was just fun explaining stuff, watching that moment when it clicks. That feeling still hits me. But the real shift happened when I was 21. It was my first time teaching a big crowd, and not just any crowd, people older than me. I was teaching for competitive exams. I still remember the first day I walked up to the podium with heart pounding and palms sweaty. I could feel that skepticism. I could see people frown with the doubt the moment I walked into the class. Who is this guy? Is he even old enough to shave? Okay, actually, no one said that, but it was like I could hear the mind voice of the people right in front of me. Still, still, I started one sentence at a time, and slowly things changed. Faces softened, heads nodded, and by the end, one student came to me and said, "This was a difficult topic for me, but you explained that part really well." It was indeed a big relief. That moment taught me something. People might doubt your age, your experience, your voice, but if your intent is real, they listen. Since then, teaching became a part of me. Even before I got a job, I was helping SSC and railway aspirants. Later, when I got selected in the department, I couldn't find much time to teach. But deep down, I still wanted to help people through one of the toughest phases of their lives. I wanted to give them what I didn't have during my own preparation, an ear to listen. And that's where Contenders came in. Contenders is my little space, my little family, my mentoring corner. It wasn't big, it isn't now either, but it is a honest place to talk, guide, and sometimes just sit and listen. And I'm not the kind of mentor who says, keep trying forever. If I see someone spark somewhere else, I tell them, maybe your story isn't here, let's go find it. Yes, I have plenty of students who cracked exams and joined various departments, but I also have students whom I have helped discover their real passions. Because for me, mentoring isn't about fitting people into boxes, it's about helping them find their own shape, even if it's no box at all. Last year, when my students got into different departments, they called me. Some crying, some laughing, some just whispering, "Sir, I did it." Their parents called too, with voices trembling, saying thank you. And I won't lie, sometimes my voice cracked too. But these are the moments we live for, right? I even wrote a mentor student story in my first book, A Handful of Beginnings. It's a collection of 5 short stories. And one of them, Beyond the Classroom, was about a mentor student bond. People asked me, "That's you, right? The mentor in that story." No, it's purely a work of art. But yes, it was inspired by many lives I have seen over the years. So, when I started teaching, I never expected I would end up as a mentor. And when I started writing, I never expected I would become an author. It's strange, isn't it? How little starts end up shaping big parts of our lives. Yes, I haven't arrived anywhere yet, miles to go before I sleep, but looking back, those tiny steps meant a lot. And maybe that's the beauty of it. None of us really know where those small beginnings will lead. Anyway, that was today's tale. Now let's move on to the truth session. So here is today's truth, and honestly, it's one of my favorites. We all are familiar with the card game, right? It wasn't born in a boardroom or a toy lab. It was invented by a barber. Yes, a regular guy named Merrill Robbins from Ohio. Back in 1971, Merrill created to settle a family argument over the rules of Crazy Eights, another classic card game. He printed the first batch of using money from mortgaging his house and then sold it out of his barber shop. And boom, became a global phenomenon. So here's the truth. Sometimes the biggest ideas don't come from big plans, they come from small moments. Wasn't supposed to be a hit. It was just supposed to be fun. So if you are sitting on an idea that feels too small or too random, don't dismiss it. It might just be your moment. And one more thing, this truth hit me while I was actually playing with my friends, Ashwin, Jibin and Suraj. So if you are listening, shout out to you guys. That game night sparked this truth session. Alrighty, here is a question or thought that's been quietly sitting in my mind, and today I want to bring it to you. Do we really find our passion or do we build it over time? We hear it all the time. Follow your passion, find what you love, do what sets your soul on fire. But what if passion isn't something waiting to be discovered? What if it's something we create slowly through effort, curiosity, and even a few detours? So here's what I want to know from you. Do you believe passion is discovered or built? I am putting up a poll. Vote in the poll or drop me a message. Tell me your story, your confusion, your clarity. And here's the deal. I'll share my take in the next episode. Not just what I think, but how my own journey with passion has unfolded, twists, turns and all. So go ahead. Let me know what you feel. Because this isn't just a podcast, it's a conversation. And before I sign off, no, I haven't forgotten the moon story. It's coming soon. And trust me, there are many more journeys waiting to be unfolded. And if this episode made you smile or think, share it with a friend or anyone who might need a little push today. Bye bye.